we are back with another video, and in this video we will be taking apart the K10 a little bit. I may drag this out over a couple days, but I got to take the heads off. I'm gonna start with the one side that's bad, and see if the lifter's the issue, because if you did watch the other video, it's making a pretty bad noise. Not great, but we're gonna tear into it tonight a little bit, and then see what we can get done. First, gotta move the Camaro. Now, with that junk out of the way, we can get to work on this junk. So we're just gonna start off with some basic cutters, ratchets, and sockets, wrenches. But got my nice handy dandy bench here to work on this thing. And we're gonna start with taking off the throttle cable and get that out of our way. And then we'll take off this charge pipe and then start working on the intake. We gotta unplug the intake air temp, and a couple other things like that, injector harnesses, coils, etc. I went and got all the wiring pulled off that side there, and mostly that side. Just pulled over the side. Once I get the intake on, I can flop it all over that way, and I'll be good. Next, I gotta take this belt off and this alternator bracket deal. And quick tip, make yourself a little guide on how the belt wraps so you don't have to mess with looking up images and stuff. Got my quick little diagram right there, so that'll be easy. So as you can see, I had to pull the throttle body off. It's right there. But I forgot, I kind of hacked the throttle cable onto there, so that was just easier. 4 bolts, it's off. But everything should be disconnected. All those bolts for the intake are off. Everything should be disconnected from the intake. And I should be able to... This will be interesting with just me, but we'll find out. By the way, extremely inconvenient to work on. Step stool, stand. All right, wish me luck, I disconnected everything. Yep, we're just getting it right on in here. Feels like we're hanging up on something in the back. It's just the wires and stuff. Nothing's connected though.
Wrong.
Oh, what an idiot. I forgot the damn other fuel line. Idiot I am. I don't know what that was that just fell. But forgot to disconnect this fuel line, because most of the other cars I have are not a return system, so whoops. Round 2. There we go. She's off. What are we connected to up here? That's annoying. All right, let's try again. There she goes. I'm close to the ceiling, but that was a slight disaster, but we got it off there. I don't think anything went in the motor, so. All right, we have a slight issue. These are the nuts and washers off of the intake that actually hold it down. And there should be 10 of each, 10 nuts, 10 washers. I have 10 nuts and I have 9 washers. So I'm gonna look under the truck and see if I dropped one, if one fell possibly. If not, it might be in the motor, which isn't the end of the world, because I am gonna have to I'm taking the head off on the one side at least. If not, I'm gonna blow air and try to run a magnet down the other. See if I can find it around the engine bay at all, but let's try by into the truck and hope it's there. Anyways, this is where we're at. I'm gonna start taking that head off. I gotta take the valve cover off. I gotta take this alternator and the bracket off, and that exhaust. So we're gonna work on that. Update, boys. Found the washer. Crawled under the truck because I have to get, I think, the rear header bolt. I gotta try to get from underneath it. And look what I found. So we have gotten that manifold off, and now I want to pull this alternator and the front pulley deal off, and then we should be able to start taking the valve cover off and all the bolts and pop this sucker right out of there. So I just pulled the block drain down there. Caught a lot of it, made a little bit of a mess. Now it's time to pull the push rods out of there and start undoing the head bolts and then be able to pull that off. I'm hoping I can get it by this bracket. It's unbolted, but it's just still got the bottom bolt on there, but we'll see. Boys, I pulled the push rods out. We have a slight issue. That's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be a little something more like that straight one there. Actually, that one looks like it's got a little bit of a bend to it too. All right, we have all the head bolts out. Now time to try to yank that thing out of there. Let's see how that goes. I gotta step on in here again. Should have pulled the headbolts out. That didn't sound good. Something just fell. Typically not ideal when something falls when you forgot the ground. Funny part about this ground is I thought about it last night because I was mentally preparing to do this. I remembered, oh, I gotta make sure I take that ground off. Forgot it. So no major looking damage here. I mean, looks like there's a little, oh no. I mean, the valves look like they're all right. I don't see anything crazy. This was the cylinder that push rod was bent on. So let's go take the lifters out. Well, boys, I think I found the problem. Pulled the lifters out. They look fine. But then we get to the lifter tray. And that's broken. So what I'm thinking happened, because all the other cylinders are fine, head looks decent, block looks decent, that they're supposed to go in like this. You can see those little square sides that they go in, they can't twist. I'm thinking, I don't know how it happens. I know it's sort of a common problem, but this got in there and it twisted and broke that, and then not gonna work right, and then boop, boop. Well, boys, that's it for the night, like I said before, but hopefully the damage is just contained to the one cylinder due to the fact that the lifter spun. I do want to take a better look at the cam and also better look at the head and make sure I didn't crack it where the push rod bent and stuff. So just gotta take a better look at it, but that's it for tonight and probably it for this video. So can't forget a Suburban pull. Yeah, buddy. Wow, race car. So a little update the next day. I know I said I thought the lifter turned. That didn't make much sense because the wheel wasn't all messed up, or like the wheel on the lifter looks pretty good. Looks like new. So that theory is kind of out the window, but I think the lifter might be bad. I still have to test it. I haven't tested it. I got to figure out how to exactly, but just wanted to update. I don't think it turned sideways. I think the lifter may have just gone bad, and I don't know, RPMs, and I don't know exactly how the push rod may have gotten bent, but